welcome back YouTube. VST here, VST Tech. This video is gonna be different. On my left hand side I have the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8, and on my right hand side I have the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. But what will be so different, guys, in this video? So first let me say some very important ground things to set the expectation. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 is a phone from the past. It has been released 2019, guys, and the S22 Ultra, you know, is the most current Samsung Ultra smartphone. So first things that also here we do have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 665, which runs on 11 nanometers process. Here we have the Exynos 2200, which runs on the 4 nanometers. Oh my god, and I hope that I didn't really break my Ultra. But you see, guys, this is the thing, like those two phones don't have almost anything in common. Here we do have a bigger screen, 120 Hertz. We have a dynamic AMOLED. Here we have 60 Hertz. We have also an IPS screen. Here we have 4000 mAh. Here we have 5000 mAh. We also have a whole other setup of the system on the chip. Here we have an octa-core processor of 2000 MHz, and here, guys, we have different core setup, 3000 GHz. So we have a small core, big core, etc. Also here, this phone usually comes with only 3 GB of RAM. Now my version has 6 GB of RAM, but this beast here has 12 GB of RAM. And of course there are many other things, guys, but there is one very big similarity. I think you almost can tell from what you see on the screen. Now I have here "Welcome to your new Pixel," which apparently is a bit weird as this is a Xiaomi phone, and actually that's a hell of a phone. Let me show you guys. The design of this phone is straight gorgeous, guys. It's probably just comparable to one of the Huawei's that I had. I think the P30 Pro had a similar design like this. The truth to be told, guys, there are not really a lot of similarities that the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 shares with the Samsung S22 Ultra, the real Samsung flagman, the current Samsung flagman, alright? Something really important, and I do believe you already have that clue from what I said previously. Xiaomi decided to not launch the MIUI 13. They were doing some internal tests, but etc. So kind of like this phone was abandoned. So what I did, I just installed a custom firmware, custom ROM. This is the Pixel Experience, which brings Android 13, guys. And it really makes this phone really look like a Pixel. This is why we have here "Welcome to your new Pixel." And guys, the idea of this video is not, of course, to compare those phones, because again, they don't really share a lot of common things. But what I wanted to just test in this video is some standard user operations. How do we, the users, interface with the phone? So I'm going to open some applications, I'm going to close some applications, I'm going to do some home screen navigation, etc. I'm going to open the camera, close the camera, and the idea really is to see, is there a life in old Android phones like this? This was never really a premium phone. The Redmi series is just placed somewhere in the middle, right? And just have in mind that's the Redmi Note 8, then we have the 9, then we have the 10, and I think the current lineup is the Redmi Note 11, okay? So this is really, in terms of the Android world, you know, pretty much like that smartphone. So this is the main idea of this video, and if you really are going to enjoy this video, then, guys, please subscribe to this channel. I also recently launched membership, so if you want to go and take the extra mile, much appreciated. And now let's start. The first thing we are going to see is how we interact with the lock screen. So a double tap here will just give me the standard notifications, the clock time, and etc. Give me also the indication that the phone is locked. Now, something very important straight from Android 13, guys. If I here hold my finger and choose the Google Home, I'm going to be able to access some of my smart devices at home, like my room lights and etc. and etc. This is really absolutely implemented there, and you can absolutely use it. Now, what happens when I decide to just click on a notification? So let me just try to click here. All right, nothing. If I click here, guys, we pretty much will have the same pattern. So you need, of course, to authenticate so that the phone knows it's you. What happens if I click the clock? We have a very nice, like, bouncy animation. And by the way, this phone doesn't really have always on display, or at least I was not able to find it in that ROM. When I do this here on the Galaxy, I'm gonna get access to some of my widgets. Here, you just have this bouncy animation. If I click though down below, nothing happens. I still will get the menu to unlock the phone. So now let's go back on the lock screen and let's just see what happens if I go left or right. So, okay, nothing really. Here I can somehow like dismiss notifications. I can do this on both phones, right? I can also here access my camera. And by the way, on One UI 5, I'm also able to choose the icons there. This really comes from the new One UI 5 lock screen management. And of course, then I have the option just to open the phone. Now, again, fingerprint is on the back. So boom, I will now unlock the phone. I'll do the same here, guys. And we will be now on my main home screen. And the first thing I ever test, and you will know this if you're following my channel, but if you're here for the first time, then okay, you will know this right now. I just like this, guys. That's absolutely the first thing I'm testing on my phones. I'm just so eager to try to test this on all of my phones. And probably the reason is that on the One UI 5, it's not the best experience, apparently when the phone is running with the highest WQHD plus resolution, right? This one, of course, here, yeah, doesn't have that great resolution. It also has only 60 Hz, but we're not here for the hardware specs. So what happens when I hold my finger here? I guess I'm getting a very typical behavior. I'm able to go and here wallpaper and style, here the same, and try to choose some of the new wallpapers, and of course also the wallpaper colors. Now in One UI 5, when I click on the color palette, guys, you know I'm going to get 16 options, which we pretty much have here, right? So again, this really comes from Android 13, and I'm really very happy that Samsung also embraced that one, so no surprises there. The next thing we are gonna test is what happens when we do like this. Okay, so scrolling down will get us the notification, also with the very first top row of the quick settings. Now let me just do this one more time. And by the way, I have enabled the gesture hint here, guys, for the navigation. So one more time, okay, going off, one more time. Now see, here we have a nice bouncy animation on the wallpaper, standard Android 13, I think it's cool. Here on the Galaxy S22 Ultra, we have this blur on the background. Some users claim it's a fake blur, probably that is, I don't really care, it looks cool. So one swipe will give us notifications. So let's just try to see what happens when we do a second swipe. Yeah, second swipe will reveal here the full quick menu. And by the way, guys, I was also always telling this in my videos, the way Google decided to implement it in the stock Android, it just looks better, you know, like just see the brightness bar. And when I just try to close it down, guys, see, I have a feeling that it's like multi-layered. So this text comes over this, right? And the whole bar shrinks. It looks really cool. And I do like the buttons. I mean, big buttons, easier, right? Also, of course, for old people, right? This looks, yeah, standard, boring, a bit like what we had in the previous One UIs. There are some people commenting in my channel that One UI 5 should have been named like One UI 4 or 2, and I have to agree with them. But okay, there's a whole lot of topic, guys. So once that is clear, we can now just check the next thing, which is the volume rocker. So volume rocker, very standard. Clicking in it, guys, will just bring a very big pain point for me. I really hate what Google did here with this stock Android, guys. This looks so much better, but it is what it is. So now let's just try to go to the right, which will reveal, of course, my Google Home. Okay, this is how both phones are doing this. So I'm gonna go one more time. Okay, and yep, there is like a hiccup there. And guys, now let's just swipe up, see what happens. Up drawer, guys, one more time. It's up drawer. Okay, up drawer. Clicking here to have the option to. So, oh my God, see what happened here one more time, guys. Up drawer. Clicking here. All right, now the phone did it quite nicely. And now let's just try to see if I try to search for something like Telegram. Okay, Telegram is going to appear like here. Again, it's very standard, guys. It looks pretty standard. And I think with this out of the picture, guys, we can really start to do some tests. So let's just try first to access the recents menu. So doing it like this, boom. Okay, let me just see how many apps I have. Yeah, quite a lot actually. Wow. I mean, I can always tell when my kid had access to the phones. How? Because yeah, you see they have opened so many applications, so it's really crazy, guys. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close everything on the S22 Ultra, and I'm going to close everything here as well. And now, guys, let me just try to open the applications one by one so that we can really compare and we can just understand, like, can only software revive old hardware? That's the whole topic, the whole highlight of this video. So let's open the folder. Okay, see, we have here the standard pixel animations. They're very quick, by the way. I am a big fan of One UI. I know they are very complex, and I know that because of this complexity, sometimes they really have stutter. I really hope that's the reason. I'm not sure. I just hope it's like this, guys. See here, right? It's so complex. Every time we just open a folder, we have not only the background somehow get blurred, but also some of the things pop up a bit. And by the way, you can also tweak this and remove this on the Galaxy if you're not a fan. But okay, this is really how it opens. So let's now go inside. And guys, now let me open Telegram. Okay, I think absolutely here the Ultra was able to open it quickly. Going outside, now let's try to open Facebook. All right, yeah, not that bad, guys. I think on both phones, going outside. Now, guys, let's just go and open Twitter. Twitter for Android. Are you following the recent drama between Elon Musk and one of the guys, Android developers? Well, yeah, that no longer works for Twitter. Interesting stuff there. Now, guys, Twitter for Android is really awful. I'm not sure who is right, is Elon Musk or the other guy. It's really awful on both phones, although here, of course, the Ultra manages this a bit better. Now, going outside, let's try to open Twitter one more time. One more time. Hey, the Witcher 3 next scan update arrives on the 14th of December. Can't really wait. This is gonna be crazy, guys. Now, let's try to open more apps since we're here. So I'm gonna open Play Store. Okay, Jesus Christ, you see this with your own eyes? I'm just going to go outside in the recent menu, kill the Play Store, guys, and just try to start Play Store one more time. Okay, all right, for a just very tiny moment, I thought that the Redmi was able to open Play Store quicker. Now let's open, guys, YouTube. So, YouTube. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I will not comment. Did I say it's embarrassing? I don't think I said that that's embarrassing. So no, it's not embarrassing. All right, now let's, guys, open the camera. Okay, and by the way, guys, the stock camera that came with the Pixel experience was not so good. Like, of course, it's Gcam. So I installed here the latest BSG, and it works quite nice. So let me just go outside. Okay, camera opening. Okay, one more time. Yeah, definitely this phone, of course, is quicker. You can see, guys, it's really very quick when you do it on the S22 Ultra. Now let's try to see what will happen here when we do this on the Pixel. Yeah, okay. Of course, it's it is not so fast. I'll try to disable the HDR Plus, and yeah, it's maybe a bit better. Now, guys, let me take the Redmi Note and just try to go inside the recent menu. All right, just trying to randomly do some stuff there. So I'm just gonna go inside Telegram. Let me try to go to the saved messages that I have. I'm just gonna try to attach a picture here. Let's see what is gonna happen. So attaching the picture there. All right, and just try to attach a few more pictures. Yeah, I mean, it worked quite nice. You can just see. I don't have a feeling that's really an old phone. Let me just try to do the same now with my S22 Ultra. So I'm gonna open Telegram. Okay, I'm gonna go here in my saved messages. Yeah, I mean, okay. Truth to be spoken, guys, absolutely not comparable. Like, of course, that's the king right now of Android phones. It's really working very quick. But I was able, just with installing a new operating system, to kind of bring some life back into the Redmi Note 8. What do you think, guys? I mean, is there something that you believe is missing? Let me just try also to do some tests on the notifications. So, okay, I can open notifications. I can try to swipe away. It's here pretty much the same, guys. Okay, just remove it. Go like this. Hard that one. Yep. Remove that one. Yep. Clear. One more time, recent menu. One more time here, recent menu. And yep, guys, have in mind, we have here 120 Hertz. Here we have only 60 Hertz. And still, you know, like this phone performs quite nicely. Now, okay, that's a good test as well. So let me just try to rotate the phone. Okay, see how it happens. Yep. Not a problem also for the Redmi, guys. I mean, you were not able to do so in the earliest versions of Android with Pixels, but right now, guys, absolutely rotation, and it looks quite flawless. So what we can do, guys, let's try to open a YouTube video. So let me just close everything one more time. Okay, clear all. Now let's just go inside, open YouTube. Okay. Now let's go there and let's just search for 4K HDR. I'm gonna do the same here, 4K HDR Samsung. Okay, let's open let's open the first video that I like. Let's open that one, see what happens. And by the way, yeah, I have here the latest update from YouTube. Here, yeah, also, man, it's really crazy. I do believe that this is a very good indication that just by using software, we are able to revive some of the old Android phones and just, let's say, give it to some people in the family that really don't have that high requirements to play graphically intensive games and stuff like this. So if you have an old phone, just go on XDA, go on for PDA, try to see how to unlock the bootloaders, just see the type of custom OSs and firmwares that are there, and then yeah, you can just probably give it like at least 1 or 2 more years of life and just save yourself some bucks. And guys, let me know what you think down below in this video. And again, if you like content like this, then subscribe for your channel, guys. Please, you and your family stay safe until we meet in one of my next videos. And with that said, and with the look of this gorgeous Redmi Note 8 and Samsung S22 Ultra, VST over. Bye.